Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. I'm Wayne Yuryu, and this is another vlog. It's 2015, a time where we're going to start seeing flying cars, hoverboards, and Jaws 19. Jaws 19 is going to be the best damn Jaws movie ever. Even better than Jaws for the Revenge. Just saying. Just saying. Gonna be best movie everywhere. Anywhere. I didn't say everywhere. Nope, screw you. So, let's let's fuck up the tank and do it again. Anyway, it's 2015. The same year as Back to the Future 2. It's been kind of a crappy year, hasn't it? It's only started, and it's quite clear that we're not going to get flying cars, hoverboards, or even Jaws 19. I don't even think we've gotten past 5. I think there was only 4. I know it was a 3D movie. I don't know if it was Jaws 3. I feel lied to. Feel lied to, Christopher Lloyd. Why? Why would you lie? So let's get started. Hey guys, it's another vlog with Lego build in the background. If you're just here to watch the build, then you know what, mute me and put on some music. Might I suggest the soundtrack from Back to the Future? You know, obviously. So clearly here you can see that we're building the DeLorean from Back to the Future. Shocking, I know. Right now I want to tell you guys that, you know, still not dead. And I wanted to tell you guys what's going to be happening pretty soon. Well, first off, I am still working on trying to build up a backlog, so that's still going on, but I've been a little bit distracted. Recently I've been, well, really busy with work, and work's only going to get even busier with summer coming around. But I've also been looking for a second job because I'm going back to school. And I kind of need money to, you know, kind of offset a lot of the stuff that I can't get with grant money or student loans, that sort of thing. And that's really going to take up a lot of my time, and, well, actually, that's been taking up all of my time. Well, I've been looking into other schools, working, not as much as I'd want, but, you know, it happens. And looking into a second job. So I've not really been able to work too much on the other stuff. I do have a bunch of video recorded from one game, and I just need to put it together for, you know, another review. But I've been drawing a lot more of the art assets, and I mean a lot of them, so that I can just pull them in and maybe change a couple things around, but not have to do a whole page. Just maybe alter it a little bit and then just move on, so I can get it done quicker. So yeah, that's gonna take a long time to get through, but since I've been busy, I haven't been able to work on it as much as I wanted to. And I'm afraid that's going to keep going on for the rest of this year, I'm afraid. I really hope it doesn't. I hope I get a lot of free time to work on it. But right now, the best I can do is this. And, well, because it's been so long since I finished the other 2 games that I was saying I was going to do a review on, because those are done and finished. Those have been done since last year. I think last year. They might have been done a lot sooner than that. But what I'm going to do for the month of May is I'm going to have those 2 posted. They're not going to be posted right away. You know, since May 4th is coming up, I figured, hey, we'll post the Star Wars one there, and then, you know, a couple of weeks later we'll post the Vampire review. So, yeah, expect to see the Republic Commando on May 4th, and then, you know, a couple weeks later, you'll get to see the Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. That's if you haven't already watched the Let's Plays. So what I've been wanting to do is just post the reviews before the Let's Plays, so people who see the review think, hey, that's a great game. I want to play it myself and not get the story spoiled for me. That's what's going to happen. I want to post the review before the Let's Play. Though I am going to try... God, I really hope you can't hear that truck in the background. It just gets louder and louder. Okay, but anyway. What was I saying? Right. I wanted to post the reviews first so people who see it can, determine whether they want to play it themselves or not and not have the story spoiled for them. Whereas everyone else who likes the idea of the game but doesn't think that they would even want to deal with the mechanics, or people who who think it looks like a terrible game but want to see me suffer through it, then that's what it's there for. It's, hey, this is what the game is. Watch the Let's Play if you, whether you want to or not, which is sort of what I do. Kind of. With Let's Play channels where a new game comes out, I kind of watch the first couple episodes, and then I determine, okay, yeah, I want to play this game, or I don't want to play this game, or I don't want to keep watching, that sort of thing. This project of mine may have been a little too ambitious. But until then, that's pretty much it. I'll do another vlog later on when I either A, have something else going on that you might be interested in, or B, I'm finally ready to start, posting that stuff. But we'll just have to see in the future. And speaking of the future, we're building the DeLorean, as I said in the beginning. And this looks... Okay, I actually have it in my hands right now. This is pretty awesome. This is so cool. This is, as cool as the Ecto one. But maybe, that's because I watched, the Ghostbuster movies and the Back to the Future movies a lot as a kid. I will admit that as a kid, I didn't like one so much, mostly because all the jokes were, more adult. Not as in adult just yelling obscenities or showing nudity. It was more like, hey, incest jokes, because the only persons who know that he's from the future are, himself and Doc Brown. So, yeah, incest jokes. His mother's in love with him now. Yada yada. And that kind of... I'm pretty sure that went over my head as a kid. I don't remember too much of that. But, going back and watching him recently, I kind of have to say I'm liking one a lot more than, 2 or 3. And I loved the other 2 as a kid because there was more action going on. More so in 3. In 2, they have to, there's a lot more action. They're running around. They're trying to stop his kid from, screwing up. And, going to jail. Running away from, running away from, the Tannins. Trying to escape from the grandson and trying to escape from, in the alternate timeline, his stepfather. Getting chased by those thugs, action. And then 3, you had even more action. It was a Western, which was even more action. But as you grow up, your tastes tend to change. And, I think I like the first one a little more than the other 2. But, I still have that, place in my heart for those other 2. They're all still very good. And, if you've never seen the movies before or only watched one of them, or only played the game that Telltale did, or hell, you only watched the TV, or you only watched the cartoon, I would suggest, hey, watch the movies. And yes, there was a cartoon back in the early 90s. I don't remember much of it, But there are a lot of cartoons from my childhood that I do not want to go back and revisit because I made that mistake with the Legend of Zelda cartoon and immediately regretted every moment. I should have just let it stay in my subconscious as something that I enjoyed as a kid. But oh well. Nostalgia goggles. No. But this was a fun thing to build. Just every little detail. It was just so cool to put together. You know, you have extra pieces to make it look like each version of the DeLorean throughout the 3 movies. So you have like the original, then you have the modified one from the future, and then you have the one with Wild West parts. And you know, I think at the time of this video, which is almost the end of April, we're at the 29th. Let's see if it's still for sale. No. Okay, so unfortunately the DeLorean is sold out. Sorry, guys. But hey, good news. The Ecto-1 is still for sale. And they also have birds you can build and an exosuit. Yeah, if any of those interest you, I would say go to ideas.lego.com and see what they have for sale. Then you can take a look at their other projects that they have in the works. Ideas that people have submitted that you can vote on, or what is currently in review to see if they can sell it. But, you know, looking at all what's in review right now, the boat from the Goonies is currently in review. Hopefully it gets approved. I would love to build that as well. It's even got the octopus that was never in the movie. But hopefully by the time I am finished with the next group of videos, or I'm ready to post something at least. Alright guys, I'm going to let this video finish. Hopefully next time I'll have something to actually give you guys and not just another vlog. So until then, see ya!